Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Weekend. City Council took a step closer to property tax increases last night to pay for 2 new code officers. WYLN's Phil Kaufman has more.
Last night, Hazleton City Council took a step closer to a larger property tax increase for 2020 in order to pay for 2 new code officers. The budget for 2020 was reopened last night, and City Council approved the first reading of the ordinance that would increase property taxes and utilize those funds for the new code positions. If Council approves this ordinance, the 0.7 mil hike would be added into the 2.5% increase approved by the previous Council, adding $5.25 per year in additional taxes to the 2.5% increase and totaling to a total climb of $16.50 per year. The first reading was passed 3-2 with Council President Jim Perry, Vice President Tony Colombo, and Councilwoman Lauren Sacco voting yes, Council members Allison Barletta and Jack Mundy voting no. Second and third readings are scheduled for February 12th.
A good discussion on the amended budget. Charlie Pedri came in, the supervisor of that department, and gave us a good indication of why he needs it, and the fact that the increase in complaints, the increase in all kind of inspections, and we just can't keep up with it. So it's a necessary thing we do. We never, raising a couple dollars for some workers who can actually start and impact the people. Usually we never raise their taxes for anything but paying off debt or something like that. So I've had a lot of positives. People say, hey, we need code, we need more code. And I think that's a good thing for the amount of money it would cost. To a citizen is going to be minimal over the whole year for the result that we're going to get from these code people. So it was a good discussion. I think we had good debate, whether we should have 1 or 2 or whether we just put a lump of some money in there. But I think for me it was his presentation and his indication that we need these people badly because we're so far behind.
Although appointments were not expected to make the agenda, Ted Sharrock was reappointed to a seat on the Board of Directors for the Greater Hazleton Joint Sewer Authority. The position of a seat on the Hazleton City Water Authority was not filled as both nominations failed to pass. Reporting from Hazleton City Council, this is Philip Kaufman with WYLN News.
Thanks, Phil. After leading the Hazleton Area Cougar football program for the past 6 seasons back to the brink of a championship, head coach Mike Brennan will be stepping down. WYLN's Rhino Sachi has more.
Last night, Hazleton Area Cougar football coach Mike Brennan stepped down from his coaching position. Brennan has officially accepted a teaching and head football coaching position at Danville High School. Brennan spent the past 6 seasons with Hazleton. He was hired in 2014 as the 6th head coach for the Cougars. Brennan accumulated a 23-42 record and led the Cougars to back-to-back Division 2-4 Class 6A championship games. At Danville High School, Brennan will make $8,000 each season as a head football coach and $72,311 as a personalized learning teacher for students who need extra help. The position was listed by Danville High School online, and Brennan was one of many who interviewed for the jobs. This will be Brennan's 5th head coaching job, taking over a Danville team who went 4-7 last season. Brennan helped the Cougars to their first winning season since 2009 in 2017 after going 7-5. Brennan has won 2 state championships in his career back in 2000 and 2002 with Mount Carmel. His overall record as a head coach is 136 wins and 104 losses. We wish the best of luck to Mike Brennan moving forward in his coaching career. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Ryan Osachi.
Thanks, Ryan. And you can join us tomorrow night on WYLN News as we sit down and speak with Hazleton Area Athletic Director Fred Barletta on the search for a new head football coach. A fast food bag containing over 100 packets of suspected drugs was found after state police pulled over a driver in Hazel Township. 29-year-old Jeffrey Tavares of Millsville was stopped by troopers Tuesday afternoon at North Church and West 23rd Streets. Police smelled marijuana coming from the vehicle and saw a 2- and 7-year-old in the back seat. They also found 110 packets of heroin and fentanyl in a McDonald's bag. Tavares was charged with child endangerment and possession with intent to deliver. Bail was denied because Tavares was deemed a danger to both society and the children, which were released into their mother's custody. You may want to use caution sending checks through the mail if you live in the Tamaqua area. Several reports of mail theft were made to the Tamaqua Police Department. Stolen checks were altered, showing different recipients and amounts than what was originally sent. Authorities are investigating and believe the mail was fished out of post office drop boxes throughout the borough. To avoid becoming a victim of mail theft, officials say it's best to not leave your mail in a mailbox overnight. Police also suggest taking your mail, especially those containing checks, personally into the post office. If you believe you're a victim of mail theft, you can contact Tamaqua Police at 570-668-5000. Several defense shots were fired by police in Kingston during a welfare check on Wyoming Avenue. A caller told authorities an unidentified man was acting strange at his apartment in the 200 block of Wyoming Avenue. Medics arrived to conduct a welfare check and found the man drinking liquor. Then he turned and pulled out a gun. An officer pushed medics into the hallway to keep them safe and fired a round at the suspect. The man's weapon turned out to be a realistic-looking BB gun. No one was injured and the suspect surrendered. He was taken to an area hospital for a mental evaluation. Officials in Schuylkill County had to return over $100,000 that wasn't spent in 2019 on the county's drug treatment programs. Commissioners had to approve returning $111,507 to the State Department of Drug and Alcohol Programs. The county received an additional $300,000 from the state for opioid treatment programs and was required to spend it before the $111,000. The money could not be diverted to other purposes. Schuylkill County is taking steps to avoid a similar situation in the future. A Wilkes-Barre man was locked up for a domestic dispute over a Chinese food delivery order. Police were called to 376 North Main Street around 8 p.m. Wednesday for reports of a dispute. A female victim said she and 38-year-old Ezra George Lowenfield fought after a delivery driver forgot to bring soda to their home. She allegedly spat in Lowenfield's face, which caused him to become upset. Then, he allegedly punched her in the head and strangled her to the point she thought she'd lose consciousness. Lowenfield was arraigned and taken into prison, unable to post his bail. Well, coming up on Wyln News, AmeriHealth Caritas is closer to opening up its first Pennsylvania Wellness Center right here in Hazleton. Plus, one retirement and tons of grants. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Well, partly cloudy tomorrow at a high of 44 and a low of 33. Rain and clouds for a while, but at least we stay in the upper 30s. We'll be right back.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 641 Route 93 in Sugarloaf, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania. They are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
AmeriHealth Caritas Northeast took another leap forward yesterday after holding an open house at their newest location in downtown Hazleton. Yesterday's open house was held in-house for both community organizations and providers in hopes of building connections to provide programming and services to the area. Their newest location at 20 West Broad Street is not only groundbreaking for the city, but for the state of Pennsylvania as well, being the first of its kind in the Commonwealth.
So this is the very first community wellness center that we've opened in Pennsylvania, and we're very excited to be able to bring different services and organizations into the community and offer services to our members. We have a wonderful mobile kitchen here, and we're going to be looking to offer cooking classes to our members and the community at large. Hopefully we'll be able to educate on diabetic cooking. We'll also be doing screening events for our members. On President's Day, we will be holding an art contest here, and the winner's artwork will be framed and displayed on the wall in the center.
AmeriHealth Caritas felt that Hazleton was a perfect location to open their very first wellness center because it's disconnected from Wilkes-Barre, which is the county seat.
We felt it was an underserved community, and we thought it would be a great opportunity for us to be able to bring new services to the Hazleton area by partnering with the organizations and providers in the area. If anybody would like more information on the Wellness Center, they can call in at 570-497-8850, and we'd be glad to provide them with more information and also get them on the schedule for programming.
AmeriHealth Caritas is looking to get things going by having its official grand opening by spring of this year. Pennsylvania's Speaker of the House announced today he will not be seeking re-election at the end of his term. Mike Turzai is currently serving his 10th term representing House District 28 in Allegheny County and has been House Speaker since 2015. Commonwealth Foundation President and CEO Charles Mitchell said he was honored to work with Turzai to enact public pension reform, defeat billions of dollars in tax increases, limit state spending increases, and protect affordable energy for all Pennsylvanians. Turzai plans to seek a job in the private sector. Rising garbage collection prices have East Union Township supervisors seeking bids for garbage and recycling pickup. Last year, the township spent around $2,500 in recycling. This year, however, it's expected to climb to nearly $4,000. The township could save about $10,000 a year by changing to a township-wide garbage and recycling collection. And if it comes down to residents being imposed with a fee, it'd be collected in-house or through taxes. Supervisors said more research still needs to be done. Freeland is applying for a grant to continue repairs in the borough building, as well as getting one to expand its streetscape project. A $350,000 local shares account or gaming grant would continue making improvements to their new building in the former Freeland Events Center, St. John Center, at Fern and South Streets. The borough purchased the building in 2017 with $180,000 of a $500,000 LSA grant after abandoning its up to $1 million plans to build a new municipal complex where Berger's Lumberyard was. A federal community development block grant would expand the streetscape project along Front Street, which began back in 2009 and will now include lighting. Borough Council said bids were completed and will be advertised in about 2 weeks in Freeland. 24 fire and EMS companies within the 124th District were awarded a fire company and emergency medical service grant from the Office of the State Fire Commissioner. Representative Jerry Knowles made the announcement Wednesday, which includes Carbon and Schuylkill counties. Diligence Fire Company in Carbon County received $13,153. Schuylkill County received just under $275,000 between 18 different companies. Coming up on Japan's News Choice, we take a trip down to the Luzerne County SPCA and Community in U. Plus, one iconic peanut mascot was killed after crashing his nutmobile. Stay with us.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Attention, WYLN viewers. WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
A sense of self-worth, of purpose after war. It can be found by having the courage to learn new things and experience new adventures. We develop confidence through accomplishment. If you're a combat veteran struggling with the scars of war, consider getting into the outdoors. The outdoors has really helped me cope, and it just might help you too. Get out of the house, experience life and the healing power of nature.
Watch Staff Sergeant Olson heal the wounds of war through outdoor activities. Watch Warrior Summit Outdoors.
The SPCA of Luzerne County has been around since 1957. That's over 60 years that the organization has been taking care of lost, unwanted, and neglected animals throughout the county. Over 3,200 animals come to the shelter every year, which is actually a decrease from when the shelter first opened its doors.
Which we do say a lot of that has to do with the education of spay and neuter programs. We have a spay and neuter program. Everybody remembers Bob Barker on Price is Right saying, have your pet spay and neutered. When that started, we saw a drop in intakes that were required because people started to get educated, which is one of the 3 main pillars of our mission is animal care education. Not only to educate people about what we do here, but how to properly take care of their companion animals.
The main focus at the shelter is to take care of the animals that come in, whether it be a rabbit, turtle, cat, or dog, and find everyone a good home when all is said and done.
If you're interested in adopting, stop by the shelter, talk to one of our adoption experts. They will talk you through filling out the questionnaire. It's about 35 questions long. If you own your home or have your permission from your landlord and you have vetted your previous pets, you are able to adopt from us.
The fees to adopt at the SPCA of Luzerne County are $120 for dogs and $65 for cats without a rabies shot and $70 for those with one. Adopting a rabbit is $50 and prices vary for the smaller critters.
Each one of them, each rabbit, cat, and dog are spay and neutered prior to getting adopted, so that's all rolled into that adoption fee.
Even if you're not quite ready to own a pet or already have a house full of companions, there are still other ways to lend a helping hand.
There's multiple ways you could help. We always say time, talent, or treasure. You could volunteer your time. You could come down, take an animal for a walk. You could help out at one of our events. You could clean. We have a laundry room that's constantly going that volunteers help out in. There's a variety of different ways that there's a lot of unsung heroes behind the scenes. The other way is talent. We've had engineers and surveyors and lawyers help us out, dedicated their time and their professional abilities. And then the last is, of course, treasure. You could donate at our website. If you go to spcaluzernecounty.org, click the donate tab. There's a couple different options there.
And remember, it's better to adopt than shop. Visit spcaluzernecounty.org or call them at 570-825-4111.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. Now contracting life-sharing and respite providers, CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community.
Bonanza Steakhouse, 574 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazel Township, has an unbeatable buffet filled with something for everyone. Our menu includes the finest flame-grilled steaks, barbecue ribs, chicken, seafood, or sandwiches. You can add the buffet to any entree for a little more. Bonanza features daily specials. Join us Saturday and Sunday for our breakfast buffet that includes our famous omelet and egg station, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial, licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Whitetail Preserve has an immediate opening for a chef. Please call 570-455-4251, extension 1378 for details.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. We're going to tell you how you can stay well with good chiropractic care. Join us.
One iconic peanut is dead following a fatal crash. A commercial recently released by Planters Peanut Company depicts the legendary Mr. Peanut being killed following a crash in his nutmobile. Planters was founded in 1906 in Wilkes-Barre. Mr. Peanut was designed in 1916, stemming from a contest seeking designs for the company's trademark. The new ad is a prelude to what's to come during this year's big game commercials. The full ad will include Mr. Peanut's funeral and be aired during the third quarter of the game Sunday, February 2nd. Mr. Peanut was just 104 years old. The Luzerne County SPCA has some adorable animals up for adoption. Meet Evie, a young adult female guinea pig with a very sweet demeanor. The shelter also has the dynamic guinea pig duo of Mikey and Rambo. If you're looking for canine companionship, Ernie has lots of love to give. He's an adult male pit bull mix with lots of energy for those looking for an enthusiastic playmate. And last but not least, there's Phoebe, a young black cat with a silky coat who loves attention and gets along great with other kitties. To adopt one of these forever friends, you can contact the Luzerne County SPCA at 570-825-4111 or visit the shelter at 524 East Main Street in Wilkes-Barre. 5 furry felines escaped a fire at their home earlier this week, but got away from the scene. Now, owners need the public's help getting them back home. The fire happened Monday, January 20th in the area of 3rd Street between Lincoln and Boundary Streets. If anyone sees these cats in their neighborhood, they're being asked to call Jen at 570-497-7404 or Chris at 570-582-4905. You can also contact the Hazelton Animal Shelter to help reunite these cats safely with their family. Hazelton Avenue's Rehabilitation Partners will be hosting a night at the races. The race kicks off Saturday, February 29th at the Elks Lodge at 635 East Broad Street in Hazelton. Doors open at 6 and post time is 7. Tickets are $5 in advance and $10 at the door. You can also buy a horse for $10 for your chance to win $50. Proceeds benefit Avenues of Hazelton employees and Possibilities participants. For more information, be sure to contact Tim at 570-454-5079. And that's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our Wyln News Facebook page. If you'd like to see an event promoted on our newscast, visit WYLNTV.com to submit a request form. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old idea.